then we had the main with the main event, which uh, I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because it was just like this was the first time that Bronson Rick Steiner has main evented something of significance. I think fucking the 1 year anniversary of Raw is significant.
Mm-hmm.
Was fighting for the championship with against CM Punk, and I thought the psychology early was good. They kind of fucking I kind of got the psychology or the feel of Punk being like a seasoned Manny Pacquiao. Like, like when Pacquiao, like, as Pacquiao got, has gotten older, he still can fucking go, and
Mm-hmm.
he has the fucking, he's got that wisdom. So I thought Phil's psychology was real good in planning that, but at the same time, it's like any time they went toe to toe, Braun's fucking just his speed, his strength, his youth. Like in some of the shit that Phil took, like it looked like it hurt like fuck. Like that running knee in the corner looked like that was stiff as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, Braun's striking is good.
There were
Bronson's
a few
strike.
times, Kev, I thought there were opportunities for some injury, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's that when Phil went did that dive type thing, and Braun caught him
Oh,
with a punch going through, and Phil kind of half-ass got hooked on the rope, and then he ended up fucking
landed on his
yeah,
shoulder.
it fell
Yeah.
out and landed on his like that, and then from there he went over and kind of sat his ass up, and I know in his mind he's thinking if I sit up, yeah, I'll be able to. It's like kind of like when you like put your chest up so when you get hit, you got like something like you're not flat against the mat when you take a bump, but
Yeah.
like fuck, like Braun came off that fucking top and smashed him, and it was like Phil like I watched it back in slow motion. Uh, like Phil like took like the full brunt of that, and then he took the brunt of the fucking table, and I watched his neck fucking snap back, and I was just thinking to myself like, "Phew." But then you also had when Bronson went for that first Frankensteiner, man, he landed. I mean, dead on the top of his head.
Okay. So I saw some coverage of this, and who was talking? Lance Storm was talking about it. And he said the error was that Punk's legs for that move should have been on inside the ring,
Inside.
not outside the ropes, because he should have been able to go over more quickly the momentum, and I guess more difficult when the legs are out. Accurate.
No idea. I'm not that guy.
That's right. That's true. You're not that
I,
guy.
I wouldn't have been sitting on the top nor fucking running and doing it. So no, I have no fucking idea. Lance, you would know. I'll take your word for it. All I know is he landed on the top of his fucking bean, and it's almost like when I watched Lesnar do that fucking moonsault where he landed on his head
Hmm.
against fucking Angle at WrestleMania, and I thought, oh my God, he's paralyzed, and he just fucking stood up, and I went, okay, there's just certain human beings that aren't fucking actual human beings,
Right.
and someday they're gonna cut their forearm open. And there's gonna be that fucking android fucking arm like in Terminator. Um, but the one spot that when Punk went to the floor and
Hmm.
Bronson was still in the ring and he did the fucking he came around and was going to do that clothesline. I had noticed earlier, in the match that they had the uh, championship belt
On
on the
that podium
pedestal.
thing, yeah,
Yeah, on a
pedestal, yeah.
pedestal. So I'm thinking to myself like, and I'm as he's coming off, I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking in my mind because I haven't thought it through. but I know that I noticed it. I don't remember it like there ever being that there before, where the belt was on a pedestal that they were fighting for. I don't remember that ever being used before. So
Mm.
I'm thinking this is a spot. Like as he's coming around, I'm thinking Phil's going to be like on a knee in front of that pedestal, and he's going to fucking move at the last second, and Bron's going to hit that fucking pedestal, which is gimmicked. It's going to fucking splinter. This is going to be a hot spot. So
Yeah.
as he comes around the first corner and goes in, it looks like Phil is fucking having a cigarette over with the guy that's running the bell and just kind of comes like kind of to the right corner of the screen in the frame and clotheslines Braun. Like I'm thinking like fucking like Bronson, you didn't fucking like see that he was
See that. Yeah.
nowhere near your fucking your eye line. Like that was my only fucking criticism of that fucking match was I just went, what the fuck was that? That kind of went against the physics. But
What about the run-ins though?
you know, the run-ins weren't number one. Like it's a heavyweight match, and as soon as there's a run-in and they're on the apron, like it's real easy to DQ that. You know, if
Yeah.
you want, if you, but they weren't going to DQ it. You knew they weren't going to,
No, of
you
course.
know, they weren't going to DQ it. So, but at the same time, it's like they went through that whole thing. Like to me, they went through they came down. Vision came down, and then Vision basically got beat up by the luchadors and beat up through the fucking crowd. And this is your top heel faction that just got beat up by luchadors. And granted, Ray's a fucking Hall of Famer, but Ray's not exactly, you know, it just it was a lot to get the fucking curb stomp false finish spot because that's
Right. A
basically
lot
what to
just for
get that.
that. Yeah.
And it was a good false finish because you thought this is it, and you thought, wow, I can't believe they're gonna fuck Phil. And it's like, no, he kicked, and I thought, got me, good,
Yeah.
but fuck, you know, on a 40,000, you know, on a $40,000 fucking budget, you fucking, you know, you did a spot like that was a lot to get that that spot,
Mm.
you
And
know,
so, I mean, the bad look of, you said it, the top heel faction being run
getting
off by
getting run off.
luchadors.
Yeah,
It's
that
basically an ice angle, it sounds like.
yeah,
Um,
and
bad.
reverse ice.
Yeah, no. We're going to see. We're trying to manifest. But a bad look now, right, for
For
the
Vision,
top
I don't think
devastating heel faction.
yeah, I don't think it did him any favors. I don't fucking think that it's gonna really register with anybody. Like it's so easy to get heat back. You know,
Yeah, I think so.
I think that
Today.
yeah, I think that um, that false finish, and then they went into which was a really solid, probably still 10 minutes of a match,
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Yeah.
back and forth. Uh, there was a couple of things that were kind of the pile driver. I don't know if Phil just did it because he had checked on him earlier and fucking maybe fucking Bronson's bell was wrong. And
Yeah.
they, I don't know if like, you never know when somebody says pile drive me and you go fuck, like, and they kind of feed you for it, and then you're like, I don't want to pile drive you, but I'll
Right.
do it, but I'm going to try to protect you. So that kind of, and I think that Phil's finish at the end, the last one he did for the finish, number one, I just don't think, and this is so overthinking it, but when he took off to like to spear him, I don't think if it was at 23 miles an hour that Phil's knee would be able to fucking withstand. Because number one, Bronson doesn't tackle at the knees. You know,
That's right. He's higher.
he
He's at the
hits
waist.
higher,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
the knee drive would have never that would have never have. But again, that's the pro wrestling part. And you just have to absorb that. But it
Mm-hmm.
just
Sure.
and Braun's a big fucking guy to pick up to fucking at the end of a very
Very physical match.
very
Yeah.
physical
Yeah.
match for Phil to throw him up and to strike him with his knee to go to sleep and make that a real solid connection. But still, it told the story. I thought uh, the beauty of any match is when you can keep your champion, when you can show fucking old school fighting spirit. You can see that he's a salty fucking seasoned dog. And the fucking last thing he fucking said that you remember, and they showed it on the clip beforehand, was, I'll lose this belt, but it ain't gonna be to you. And he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking everybody knows that fucking Steiner can fucking take that spot. He's ready for that spot. So you when you beat somebody and make them, that's that's a
Good point.
special it's a special piece of booking, and it's a special fucking it's special on both the combatants on their performances. They both did. I thought it was a really well done. I enjoyed the fuck out of it match.
Good. Beautiful.
I
Yeah.
just
Let's take.
I
Mm-hmm.
just don't understand why Phil had to come down with the jacket on. I mean, shit, go to the fucking gym, Phil.
It's easier.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
easier.
It's easier.